talking to girls nowadays be like?
Shut the fuck up, I mean. Shut the fuck.
The reason why men hate this new generation of women so much is because we're finally starting to realize how powerful.
Men are not intimidated by powerful women. They really aren't. I'll tell you what I see in this new generation of women. Very little self-respect. I'm 34 years old and I have never seen the level of hoery going on in this world. Most of these women can't cook. They're foolish women. They don't know how to build their household. Instead, they destroy it with their own hands. We got women emasculating men left to right, saying it's a problem for them to be a man. But baby, I got a boy. And as parents to a boy, it's my job to be the example and set the standard for the woman that's gonna come into his life. It's my husband's job to raise him and teach him what a man really looks like. You see, my husband and I, we work together. I respect his role as male of the household, and he pours on to me all the love I need to keep this household going. See, baby, I'm powerful in my own unique way, and so is my husband.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. Gon' pop like trouble, breaking into your heart like that.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. Gon' pop like trouble, breaking into your head like that.
When I found me an alpha male with a sweet heart.
Intoxicating. You can become intoxicating when you're both the bad boy and the good guy. Learn to sprinkle both within your daily interactions with a female. Find value here, hit that follow, I got you.
How guys put clothes in their closets. Hold on. How girls put clothes in their closets. Oh, na, na, what's your name? Oh, na, na, what's your name? Oh, na.
Okay, so when I first saw this video, I thought it was a joke. Almost all this guy posts is gender war videos about completely irrelevant topics. I might make another video about this guy, but I don't know. Basically, what he's implying is that boys are so messy and girls are neat and take the time to put their clothes away by hanging each one. Personally, I thought that you were supposed to hang your clothes and be neat, but what this guy is implying is that boys are messy and don't care. Every time I see a gender war video, I always think the same thing, is that people can't speak for a whole gender. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
You're sexist, you hate men, you want men to die. Okay, and? What's the issue? Men have hated women since the dawn of time.
You know, I didn't want to make a video on these types of videos because I didn't want to run the risk of getting banned, but you know, screw it, I can't even avoid these videos anymore. Honestly, it's just sad how normal it is to see these videos now. And honestly, it's sad how normal this is now. Like, a lot of people make these all the time and just don't think anything of it, but this guy made this. Get canceled, it'd be the biggest headline, like, it'd just be a humongous problem, but they can just make them every single day. Like, that's just a problem with this generation. Like, remember that one time a guy made a song that had "I Hate All Women" in it, and it literally had like 10,000 girls duetting it, saying how horrible that is, and half of them on their page just had KAM videos. Like, this is just insane with the generation now. Like, literally none of their videos get taken down, but the second one of us makes like a response video like this, immediately gone. But like, all these girls just call themselves feminists. If you want to be a feminist, don't do it on TikTok. And if you're a feminist, try to make everyone sound equal, not just hating on one gender. Like, seriously, if you could do a speed run to find how many of these videos in 5 minutes, I bet I could literally find like 50. Like, it's just sad. Well, yeah, that's all I have to say on this topic for now. Thank you all so much for 100 followers. I just want to say I'm doing a face reveal at 4K followers, and at me in stupid videos. Peace.
Oh yeah? Well, can you use a urinal?
I hate all women, but I'm Mr. Lover.
I hate all men this, I hate all women that. Dude, no one's talking about how offensive this whole trend is, saying I hate all men or I hate all women. It's always men or women. No one's talking about the non-binary people. They're being left out of this whole trend. So don't worry, guys. I've got your back. I got you covered. I hate all non-binary. What do you mean I can't say that? No, I don't mean... I'm just trying to make them feel included.
Assaults, men's first response is, happens to men too.
TikTok at this point knows that I'm not a morning person because this is the first video I came across and they are trying to make me upset with these videos. I don't know what kind of men you've been talking to, but when a girl tells a guy that they've been sexually assaulted, the first thing they say is not that. You're trying to demonize men for not having empathy. Well, let's talk about this for a second. I'm gonna ask you, what's the first thing that happens when a man comes out saying they've been sexually assaulted by a female? The majority of the time they're laughed at, right? So yes, men say that they have been sexually assaulted too. It's usually not after the girl has come out and said that, because men actually take that very seriously, especially if it's a girl they care about. But men have been taught to not show emotion because it's a sign of weakness in our society. So they don't talk about their problems, which is why, bringing up your second point, the men's suicide rate is much higher than women's. Your entire page generalizes men and women as if we all think the same way. So I'm just gonna say this. If you want compassion from men, you have to give compassion to men. And understand that the things that happen to women can also happen to men.
Can you guys make me laugh to prove that girls are funny, and I'll give you guys $100.
Okay, we need to talk about this. This guy goes around trying to prove that girls aren't funny. But whatever your gender is, it doesn't matter how funny you are. But I also feel like it's rigged because he puts them on the spot, which makes it so much harder. And I'm still waiting for the day where he makes me laugh. Probably won't be soon. So let's just call all genders equal. Put it to the side, consider following, and I will see you all next video.
Girls go to college to get more knowledge. Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Mums go to Mars to get the bigger bras. Dad goes to Spain to get the bigger
Oh my god. Really, people? Why are these kids still doing gender wars of 2021? That's not the point here. If you need to get to Jupiter, you need to be an astronaut. And in order to be an astronaut, you have to do good in school. Meanwhile, the girls are going to college trying to find a job. Plus, you'll just die on Jupiter. Jupiter is a gas giant, which means it has no surface. So the spacecraft would just go through it. You can't even go all the way through because of pressure. It'll just mush up the whole spacecraft. And just so you know, they don't have bases in Mars. And the dad is probably just going to Spain because they're usually the ones that provide the money for the family. So he's just probably on a business trip or something. Jeez, I'm a boy and I have more knowledge than this kid. That's gonna do it for this video.
It's the very first breath when your head's underwater.
Okay, two things. One, I'm new to commentary, and I'd like a follow. Two, that was extremely painful to edit. Okay, now on to the actual commentary. That statement was 100% wrong. Your clothes wouldn't exist, your electricity wouldn't exist, nothing that you're using right now would exist. Now before you say anything, a man helped create the woman if a woman created something. Also, biggest of all, a man created Earth. God is a man. Jesus is a man. You gotta realize the small things you say have a big meaning. You're an adult, I'm a child. Come on, be better.
Men and women didn't have rights. Boys can't be mean to us girls, because we go through more pain.
If you don't want people to be mean to you, just don't be mean to them. But you know what, let's hear your reasonings.
We have to go through periods.
Starting off, of course, I really don't understand why this is a reasoning. Girls are more aggressive when they're on their period. Y'all say yourself that you can't control your anger.
And the pain of boys cheating on us.
Oh yeah, girls definitely don't cheat. Guys don't get cheated on.
Like we have to do all the work around the house while they can do anything.
Alright, now y'all acting like guys don't do work, huh? Who are you gonna call when you have to open that pickle jar?
We get our ed and they don't.
I I don't know where you got your facts from. Who said guys don't get raped? It literally happens all the time.
They all think they are better than us when we are way better than them.
I never seen a guy saying that they're better than women. It's always girls like you saying girls are better.
Because nobody wants to hang out with a fucking 17-year-old.
Yeah, because that's illegal. And if they care about your age like that, it's because they're trying to fuck you, dumbass. What?
No, that's not true.
Bruh.
They just want to be friends.
Chat, this is society nowadays, bro. Take your nose, boys. This is what I'm talking about. They will lie for anything and say, oh, they're trying to be my friends.
I love how girls talk. What do you mean? That delusional mindset voice they do, that high-pitched voice they all do. Why doesn't anyone want to hang out with me? I'm 17 years old. And he's saying it's illegal, but she doesn't care about that. Because she wants to benefit by hanging out with a man who's older than her. And she doesn't want to miss out. Oh, he just wants to be a friend. No man goes out of his way to just be friends with a girl. How do I know this? I'm a guy. And I know girls that'll go, oh, well, you know, I've got lots of guy friends. Yes, we know. We call them simps or men waiting in line. Because of course he's going to want to be your friend. He doesn't want to let you know all the secrets.
Red pill factor today. After 25, a man's desires in a woman doesn't change. All right? It doesn't matter if he's 25 or 50 or 70. That man still wants that 25-year-old girl. All right? Now, a woman is different. As she gets older, when she's 30, she still wants that older man. As she gets older, her pool gets smaller and smaller. But that man, as he gets older, 25, 30, 40, his pool of women is now significantly larger. All right? But he still wants that 25-year-old model on the beach in the bikini looking right.
If you think that sleeping with a trans woman makes you gay because she used to be a man, then sleeping with any woman makes you a pedophile because she used to be a child.
Wow, they really want a straight man, don't they? They really do. This person is trying to shoot the whoop and confuse people into thinking that what a straight person wants is bad. Pretty sure a straight person wants somebody who is born a female, if he's a guy, and born a male, if she's female. Right? Why can't people choose what they want? Oh, you're evil if you don't sleep with this person. Pretty sure it's my body, my choice. You can't tell me what to do there, friend.
Six-pack or dad bod?
Dad bod.
The reason why women say they want a guy with a dad bod is the same reason why they say they want a nice guy that will wine them and dine them, but we all know this is not the truth. Women prefer men that are muscular, that are cut, that are fit. Same way we prefer women that are fit, that have nice feminine features like nice titties, nice waist, nice butt. As human beings, it is in our biology to want to find a partner that is best fit for our genetic offspring. Women want an alpha that's confident enough to leave if she ever fucks up, because he's got options. So why do girls sell this nice guy dad bod narrative? It's because they want average guys to think that they still have a chance by continuing their simp behaviors, which give them free validation. Do not fall for this trap, guys. Get strong and get successful.
Women do not care about your struggles. They will hang out at the finish line and they'll pick the winner.
Well, there are women out there that will stay with you from the beginning, be with you, help you grow, make you into a better man. If you ever find a woman like that, make sure you treasure her, treat her right, and give her what she deserves. But in most cases, this is true. You have to be the best version of yourself so you can get the best you can get. A lot of red pill guys, when they first get into the red pill, they give up. They give up on themselves. They give up on women. Just like the radical feminists, they say all women are this way in nature, and they complain and they bitch. You will never get any success with that mindset.
And they'll destroy us all to make it happen! Destroy us all! 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 Destroy us all!
Yeah, I'm a woman with armpit hair.
Stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling? Calling me to answer, gonna keep on.
My rape jokes are so funny. You should try smiling more, sweetheart. It's not all men. You're pretty smart for a woman.
Stop asking why women hate men and start asking why men hate women. The gender-based violence statistics are nowhere near close to symmetrical. Women have been getting raped, harassed, oppressed, and mistreated by men. And in response to this social phenomenon, women, out of righteous anger, pain, and frustration, started saying, I hate men. But what is a result of that anger? Women didn't translate their anger into raping men. We translated it into fighting for social justice, equal rights, and restoration of human dignity for all human beings. But a lot of men, on the other hand, refuse to confront the problem by injecting distractions, by first making it about them. Oh, you're in pain? Okay, but let's talk about me. Let's talk about how I'm not one of those guys. And then asking women not to be so angry at a social phenomenon of violence. But if you're so unwilling to acknowledge the problematic behaviors of the men who you don't even know, imagine how hard you must have fought to deny the abuses of men in your life who you know.
Women can't win. They will always be outsmarted and outmuscled.
Power. Alright, let's watch something together for 20 seconds.
Walk slower so she doesn't feel endangered. I'm just going to stop. I'm not acting weird, I just don't want women to feel uncomfortable around me.
So because he has captioned this video with "Welcome to a man's life," the comment section looks like this. Why are you trying to victimize yourself? The caption's really ignorant. Oh, men are so oppressed. This would have been fine without that dumbass caption. Your caption really shows that you're just trying to victimize yourself and men in general. So comments like that don't take it into consideration that he's a black man and that the woman who's walking in front of him is a white woman. If you only learn the whitewashed version of history, chances are you are not familiar with Emmett Till, Scottsboro Boys, and the countless times of the past during which white female fragility, manifested in white tears, were weaponized against black men, resulting in black men's death, social exclusion, and unfair legal punishments. If we expand the topic, we can go on and on about how white women throughout history have weaponized and leveraged their tears against people of color in general, including women of color. That's why terms like Becky and Karen are not sexist. They're not misogynistic either. They're perfect and accurate commentaries on white women who exercise their whiteness to threaten people of color with societal and institutional methods designed to protect white women. Think of the cops. Think of a lot of corporate America's HR departments. And this is why intersectional feminism is complex and often makes you feel uncomfortable. Because men of color are my brothers, coddling white women to embolden their whiteness so they remain oblivious to the numerous ways in which they oppress and actually harm people of color isn't female empowerment. If you are a white woman, remember that your marginalized identity, womanhood, exists in the context of your whiteness. Not understanding that and not unpacking the ways in which you can harm other people and how you are also part of the system of oppression makes you a Karen. Feminism isn't a blanket defense of all women. It's about understanding your social power and how much of that came from your given identity, the identity that was given to you at birth, and therefore you did nothing to earn that social power. It is also about understanding ways in which we are participating in the system of oppression by how we exercise that power given to us, so we can do better. If you are a white woman, you have a lot to unlearn. Listening to women of color when we show up to tell you something that you're doing is harmful or it has a racial undertone is a good way to start. The comment section of the video is not it. I also was not surprised at all of the comments that were made that were harsh on him were made by white women, except for one woman who I think was Asian.
Give it to them. Y'all bitch and y'all cry about women chasing behind thugs. Thugs run the street. They don't respond to them bitches for a week, 2 weeks at a time. And that's why the girls chase them, because they're exciting. They're not pussy whipped guys who want to sit in the house and watch Netflix and eat ice cream with them. They are guys who are living their life, ripping and running the streets with their friends, committing crimes, but still, they ain't fucking in the house under some girl arm, kissing on her all fucking day. You don't validate women. You limiting your time with your purpose and giving it to her is a validation. That means I'm starting to fall for you.
The reason she doesn't respect you is because you showed her weakness. You showed her your beta side. Now, when you show a girl your beta side, what that means was she tested you and played games with you, and you fell for the trap every time. You submitted to her. That is not how a relationship is supposed to go. The way a relationship is supposed to go is that the man is supposed to be the head of the relationship and the woman is supposed to submit. That is how things go. You are supposed to make her submit. But if you cannot do this, then she is going to continue to disrespect you in a multitude of ways. A multitude of ways. She will cheat on you. She'll talk to other dudes behind your back. She gonna lie to you. She gonna do all kind of scandals.
There is no bigger honor in the world than a plutonic friend, a male plutonic friend. You're basically telling the world, this woman has basically got you to the point where you're validating her so much. You're saying, the woman is basically saying, I'm so hot that I got a guy who's willing to be my male bitch in the hopes of getting laid one day. When she takes you around her friends, you're like a walking trophy. You like a little trained puppy. It's like her telling her friends, look girls, I'm so fucking hot that this guy's willing to cut his nuts off in the hopes of sleeping with me one day.
Some goofy, laughy type of dude. He's real serious and to the point. That's what women like. They don't like all of that goofiness, and that's why a lot of women say they like older men, because they think guys who are their age are more goofy. And you know, and sex is going to be like real goofy and playful. Women hate playful sex. So all of this laughing that he's doing is only turning her off, guys.
Anybody who knows me knows that I really want a daughter. Ideally, I want a daughter and a son, but that's beside the point. If I can only have one kid, I want a daughter. Anytime I tell someone that, they're like, well, you want a son, blah, blah, blah. And so I was talking to this girl the other day, and she was like, why would you want a daughter? Like, I want a son. And I was like, because little boys are aggressive and they just break shit and they're just whatever. She goes, well, when you have a daughter, like, you have to, like, worry about, like, them being safe and all these, like, getting raped and just all these things, right? In my immediate subconscious response, I don't know what it is, but I went, that's because you guys don't teach your sons how to fucking be men. Did I just become a feminist?
I'm gonna explain something and I want y'all to listen up. When I was 4, I was trampled by a dog that was much bigger than me. And ever since then, I've had a fear of dogs. And that was 14 years ago. And I've come across many, many sweet dogs. But still, anytime I see a dog, I get panicked. Now let's talk about bees. Lots of people are afraid of bees. That's a very common fear. And even if you haven't been stung by a bee, people are still scared of the idea of getting stung. And I first got stung by a bee when I was 7, but I was still scared of bees before that. But not all dogs are going to trample you, and not all bees are going to sting you. So if I make a statement like, dogs are scary, it's a given that not all dogs are scary. Do you see where I'm going with this? Chances of getting bit by a dog are 1 in 73. Chances of getting stung by a bee are 6 million to 1. Chances of getting raped? 1 in 5. If any woman makes a video about women's issues with men, don't you fucking dare say not all men. Those types of videos are meant to be educational and bring up issues that women go through. They're almost never meant as a personal attack to you. It's only an attack if you make it one.
Do you ever think about how society is so accepting of dad bods, and yet it's women who literally carry and birth the child? And the second they do, they are bombarded by society about how to lose the baby weight because their mom bod that literally birthed a human is not accepted, but a dad bod is.
Shape magazine just revealed that most men do not like bright lipstick. That means they're gonna pick somebody else to schnog. Let's increase your chances for a hot girl summer, and let me teach you how to do a natural.
Yikes, girl! How you packed so much misogyny into 15 seconds is impressive. So number one, the whole point of hot girl summer is to be hot. And the criteria for being hot is not set by men. The sole criteria for hot girl summer is that you be yourself. You managed to turn this hot girl summer into a competition amongst women. If you wear red lipsticks, he's not gonna pick you. If you wear natural lipsticks though, girl, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Once you start cater to men's preferences and demands, you will quickly realize that nothing you ever do is ever good enough, ever hot enough, ever sexy enough, ever modest enough, ever ladylike enough. So you can either continue to torture yourself, or you can come over to this side of humanity where you are always enough. Come on over.
This might be a little controversial, but I'm going to say some facts that need to be said, okay? If you are a woman who is talking about how there's no guys out here, or these guys ain't shit, and blah, 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 I can't find anybody, I really want you to look at what you have to offer. You're asking for a 6-foot-tall, lean, muscular man that makes 6 figures, who's going to take care of you, but also let you be independent, and you are 5'2", 180 pounds, and you don't take care of your skin, you're clubbing every weekend, you don't have drive and ambition. What do you have to offer? Like, I am confused on what made these people so delusional.
Well, actually, lady, it kind of has got something to do with me, because what this lady is doing is creating a society of women that are avoiding all responsibility and just taking and saying that they can do whatever the fuck they want and they shouldn't be judged for it. That's bullshit. You absolutely should be judged for your actions. If you're gonna act like a piece of shit and avoid responsibility for the child, for the life that you create for your child, you should be judged for that. I'm so sorry, but like, yeah. Also remember that next time that you have an opinion on men and what men should do in their lives. Remember what you just fucking said in that comment. Good on you.
Now, what on earth do you mean by that comment? Because if you're saying that only boys are capable of bullying other children in school, you're a fucking sexist. That is a very sexist and ignorant thing to say. Because there are plenty of girls out there that bully other children. You need to take a step back and just realize what you just said. Maybe teach children not to be such vile people. Maybe teach people in general not to be so vile. Maybe everybody needs to start being kind to one another, not just men to women, but men to men and women to women as well, mate. Try not to be so ignorant.
Mom!